It is an honor and privilege to introduce Mr. Pramod, who is currently working as a Deputy Vice President and Zonal Liability Head in Federal Bank. He is having 20 years of experience in the banking industry spread across Federal Bank and the World Bank. He possesses in-depth knowledge on branch banking, treasury operation, and international banking. With a round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Pramod. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm meeting Radhika for the first time, and in the beginning she spoke something good about Federal Bank, and actually it made my day. And thank you for this opportunity, and Federal Bank is really proud to associate with CXO Incubator. But how many bankers are there in the group? Okay.
You are fine, good number.
Yeah. When we hear the word bank or banking, what comes to our mind normally? It is numbers.
Money.
Yes, money or numbers. But for us, banking is not only about numbers, it's about some good stories as well. So we believe that if your story is right, definitely the number will come. So that's why we have given a lot of importance to customer relationship. When I started my banking career in 2007 in Federal Bank, we have a training center called FACE, Federal Academy of Career Excellence. We call it FACE. The first trainer, he had come to teach us about banking. He made a statement that Federal Bank is only a brand, and it is the customers who are paying you the salary. We still believe that it is the most important statement that I have ever heard from a banker. Second instance, when the big bull, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, had invested in Federal Bank, he had taken 5% of stake of Federal Bank at that point of time. And some of the journalists asked him a question. You had a lot of choices in the market, a lot of mid-segment banks are there, many other companies, promising, sprouting companies are there. Why did you invest in Federal Bank? He said, I've never seen customers with that much fierce loyalty towards an institution like Federal Bank. So these two things just reminding us that customers are important, and we are having more than close to 2 crore customers in India. Federal Bank, we are about to reach 100 years. I think we started in the 1930s. And one of the tech-savvy banks in India. 1,500 branches, more than 1,500 branches spread across all the states in India. A representative office in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. And the first bank to open a branch in the GIFT City, and many more. And we are prominently known for our NRI services, especially in the Middle East. You know that it started in Kerala, and Kerala is known for people in the Middle East, but slowly we moved to other parts of the country and we created more branches over there. It's a pan-India bank right now. Recently, we had a leadership change also. 15 years the bank was headed by Mr. Shyam Srinivasan. He completed his tenure, and from the last 2 months, it is headed by Mr. KVS Manian. He was the joint managing director of Kotak Mahindra Bank. So the board is also fantastic, good leadership team. The presence is also remarkable. And bank, as per the last quarter, we have closed almost 5 lakh crore business. That is the total business of Federal Bank right now. We have many things to claim as the first in India. The first to get approval from CBDT to offer the facility to pay indirect taxes. We are one among the first private sector bank in India to have this facility. Account aggregator system, AI-based virtual assistant, and many more first things. You can read it by yourself. So these are just some numbers. Profitability, if you follow share market, you can see that how the share is performing in the market in the last 3 days. In 2 days back, I have read in one of the major dailies that Federal Bank is one of the companies which grew more than 35% in the last 6 months. So mark this works, it's not a push. And these are recent changes. With the demanding time or emerging economy, we also changed our business strategies and functions. So we have created different units. Just to cater to the SME, we have a business banking vertical. If it is a mid-sized, then it is commercial banking. If it is a corporate, we have corporate and institutional banking. So in order to cater different customer segments, we have also created different verticals. And we have a dedicated vertical for government businesses. We are actively doing business with state of Maharashtra, state of Gujarat, and most of the South Indian states are having, the government employees are also having account with Federal Bank. All the facilities, if there is an entrepreneur among you, you can check in the website and understand what are the facilities that we are offering to young entrepreneurs or mid-sized companies or startups. We do have different facilities for different customers. These are all commercial banking offerings. That is for mid-sized customers, maybe around 100 crore to 200 crore turnover or up to 500 crore turnover. We call it as commercial banking. So this is the facility that we are offering to our commercial banking customers. You name any product in the market, we have it. Business banking, 67% of the unskilled workforce in India is working in SME. And we are very active in SME as well. So our business banking vertical, which started 2 years ago, we are gaining momentum and creating traction in almost every part of the country, especially in Gujarat, Andhra, Telangana, Maharashtra, and some parts in Delhi area also. We are having good number of SMEs. We are onboarding good number of SMEs every year. Agri, micro and rural banking. Some of you know that this is the backbone of the country. If I quote Sardar Patel, he said, India has only one culture, that is agriculture. But the situation has changed. For the banks, it is the same, because we are still relying on agriculture for increased visibility, creating more connect with the ground level people. And also, there is a lot of push from the side of the government to do many activities, banking activities among the farmers, and we do all those things. We do follow all the schemes. We have every product that the government wants the bank to launch. So retail banking is something we all connect with. We are all having our accounts with the bank, so that comes under retail banking. Personal banking, you can say. Different categorization. The salary account, I told you that we are having salary account of different governments. So for governments, we have a separate scheme. So 2 days back, Mr. Manian has launched a product called Esteem. It is for customers above 55. It's a segment. Above 55 with a lot of offerings. Offerings like using the airport launch. Other banks, they are not offering, they have a restriction of number of usages per year. But here also we are offering 8 times in a year, that is 2 per quarter. And many other products, many other riders are there in the product. Auto loans and record speed. Maybe I can say that in 1 hour we sanction car loans. In housing loan and all, the TAT is 2 days and 3 days if all the papers are right. So this is one area where we are giving more focus. So how to get it done within limited time by creating, so that we can create customer satisfaction. That's one of the motto in retail segment. This is a new segment, commercial vehicles and commercial equipment. We were never strong in this segment, but we started this segment 2 years back. Now the book is also building. You will find the RMs everywhere in India, especially in the auto logistic pockets of the country. We have sizable presence right now. Then government banking, bankers to the payment, to the government. We have payment gateway, treasury services. We are managing the guild services of many of the cooperative banks in India. And that is an additional facility that we are offering to all the cooperative banks, in addition to having FDs and other facilities. Then this is a recent change, that there was a pressing need from the side of the customers to have something more than what we offer in savings bank interest. Now the market is more efficient with information. Everything is available in your mobile phone. So people started asking more return. So we tied up with a company called Equirus. We have taken 19.5% of stake in Equirus and we started wealth management services. So we are offering all full-fledged portfolio management services as per the SEBI guidelines. We have all the funds available in the market also as third-party distribution agents. For PMS and institutional equities and foreign debt, all facilities. And this is something very important. We say that digital at the fore and human at the core. Though we push digital technology a lot, we believe that it is the human touch that creates all the difference. We still invite people to our branch, but we tell them that you can have all these facilities in your mobile phone, but still we want you to come here and interact with us. Because we know that without a customer's support or customer interaction, the banking business never become profitable or growth oriented. And our punchline for the ad campaign last year launched by MVS Murthy was Rishta Aapse Hai, App se nahi. That shows that we are giving a lot of importance to customer connect. Maybe Federal Bank is one of the banks in India with large number of fintech tie-ups. We have tie-up with more than 450 tech startups. And we have two neo banks, Fire and Jupiter. They are part of our institution. They are also opening lakhs of accounts in a month through online channel using the CKYC policy of RBI. So these are our investment subsidiaries. We have a company called Fed Bank Financial Services. That's an NBFC. So recently we diluted the stake. It was 100% with Federal Bank. We went for an IPO and diluted some stake. And Aegis Federal Life Insurance Company, we call it AFLIC. It's a life insurance company. Currently we are having 26% stake. Then Federal Operations Center, that's back office functions, everything is segregated and we created a different holding company and now it is growing bigger in size. Finally it is Equirus, I talked about it, it's our investment arm. This is our corporate social responsibility. You will find Federal Bank in everywhere. So I have headed a corporate banking branch in Pune where we did tremendous work. When the flood in Kolhapur happened, we constructed around 200 houses for the poor people. They lost their houses in the flood. So many social, even before it has become a norm or mandatory as per the 2013 Company Act, Federal Bank started doing it even 30 years back. Maybe the percentage varies, but we are doing more than what is stipulated in the law, even now. I'm not taking much of your time. I think 15 minutes was allocated for me. If you have any question, I can take 1 or 2 questions, then I'll wind up.
Do you charge customers for coming to bank?
No, we don't. You want us to charge?
No.
Thank you for being a nice audience.
Calling Coach Radhika to present the model, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to thank Federal Bank for, this is our second year of association with the bank. And we thank you for being our associate partners for this journey and to be a part of our mission and purpose to build the next generation of CXOs.
Thank you.
And we look forward to the continued support that you would be giving in the future.
Definitely.
So thank you once again, and ma'am, can you please come?
I read all her stories now.
We all do. The whole audience here is full of our followers.
So thank you, Pramod. Thank you on behalf of, I think,
It's my pleasure.
on behalf of, I really thank Federal Bank for this association with us. It's truly an honor, and I have spoken to MVS Murthy and few other people from your organization, Sanjesh and Indranil, and it's amazing that, when you're small, I was just sharing this with the others, it's always, you remember people, when you grow big, a lot of people will come and join you. But when you're small and you're trying to make a mark, there are very few people who can identify that spark and say that I'm there for you, you go ahead and make it happen. So I think that is what Federal Bank stands for. That is what Federal Bank is offering, the trust and building the purpose. So wishing you all the very best and thank you so much.